Hello everybody, welcome back to the Nidd server. Today I'm down here because we got a few things to show you. I've gone around and I've changed colors, and I've done a bunch of work off camera to look at. So you can see here we've got like all these different groups here for lights, and I've labeled them all. And I've gone through and renamed everything inside of here. It took me a little bit of time to find where everything was, but it's all, excuse me, it's all nicely labeled now. And I've been playing with colors, and I'd like your guys' opinion on what colors should be where. So down here, I've got this kind of yellowy color going on for, like, this is the loading dock, the loading zone, right? Or hangar bay. We're going up here, and there's just the ones here as well. And I've got these two lights here, so they're the same color because it's technically part of this hangar. This is like the observation deck, right? Looking out over here. And let's head on up. Whoa. And so I've used the white, and you'll notice it's not pure white anymore. I've kind of dimmed it a bit so that it's kind of an off-white, maybe a little bit of a yellowy white, but it's still a more of a fluorescent color, I guess. All the way around into here, and then there's some stuff over there. So yeah, this is the color I'm using for just kind of like the open space all the way around on this main platform. And you'll notice to here that the windows now go all the way up to the top, and I've moved the pipe around. So that was, I believe that was Rooster Chang, so thank you Rooster Chang for that suggestion. That was after the command episode, right? So this goes up here over the top and then down into this one, and you got a bit of a sneak peek on the inside. So if we come on up over here, so we've got that same lighting going on out here. And there was a suggestion too to like put sensors on this door to open and close it. I think I might actually do that now, because sensors actually can detect the owner, right? So it would be only me that it would open for. There was also, I think it was Redstone 1 that said that we should put like cameras around here too. I like that idea. I think I mentioned it before, but haven't gotten around to it yet. And in here we got this blue command light. So I think that looks kind of cool in here. So that's what that looks like. Yeah, and so definitely you guys give me your suggestions on colors. But yeah, so we'll go on over here. I love the look of this. Looks so cool. And that gravity generator up there. Yeah, so it's the same coloring going on over here.
Energy low.
I guess I should have charged up before I started. Oops. So let's just do that really quick. Come on. Okay, good enough. Whatever. We'll come back later. So yeah, and then the lights, they're going on over here. This is not changed much other than the lighting. And then over here, you'll see that I've got like an orange color going on here for the refinery. You guys seem to really like the refinery. I'm really glad that you think it's so cool. And I like this orange look in here. I think it makes it look really cool. I think I also had, I think it was Redstone 1 as well, said that it looked like an oil refinery or something like that. Yeah, and it kind of does, right, with all of the tubes and everything going around. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. I like it. And then over here I threw in like this greeny color. Now the original suggestion was, I think it was also from Redstone 1. I could be wrong, but I believe it was. If I get that wrong, I'll fix it when you see the comment underneath. But for actually using colors on the medical station over there, like putting a green one on the medical station over there. And I ended up using green in here just because I thought it was like, this is a reactor room. It's like it has the green on these guys here, right? And like the plutonium or uranium green. So I just kind of made it like radioactive in here with the green color. All subject to change, but that's what I did. So that's the colors of everything going on all around here. Now today what I'd like to do is work on this room. So we still have some things to get out of here. Today what we're going to do is we're going to get this medical station out of here. We're going to move it out of here, and we're going to put it in this, what was called the showroom. So I've done a bit of work in here. There used to be, this would go in one. I've straightened this out all the way along the line here. And over here, I've cut out all of these railings. And I think I cut this one in a bit and made it more rounded on this side, and you'll see why in a minute. But we're gonna make a place for our medical station. So let's get started. I've got a few things in my inventory that I think we should need for this. Let's see what I've got on the hotbar. Let's go over to this one. So we're going to be putting together a little room here. We'll see how this ends up when it's all said and done. Now, I've been kind of like using these two different interior wall type dealies. So if we put that on the outside, I think is how that looks best. So if we put, say, these ones there, and then I'll use some of the interior plates, or interior in, we just put some, I think these ones on the sides like that, and here we want to have it kind of going out, and then we kind of bring it out, stuck on the ducting there. So now let's try to see if I can put these guys. Let's turn him around. Oop, wrong way. So it looks like that there. And like that there. Try that. See what that looks like. So we'll just put these things together. This is going to be a small little room, but it's just going to be where we put the medical station. And sorry, that was my phone binging. Let me turn that off. There we go. Now it shouldn't make noises anymore. And you and you. Alright, so we got those ones like there. Alright. Now, let's put things in place so that we kind of make sure that we have the room the right size. I think that's correct. So what I want to be doing here is putting this medical station kind of like in the corner here. Let's see if I can do this without it being forever. No, I want it like that. So that will go right there. And then, now that's the wall on the back. So we have room enough for, like, you know, put a plant in the corner. And then here we want to have these kind of corner units, right? So if I go one like that. Come on. One like that. And let me put it down over there. One like that. This should nicely, oh, no, let's do the front ones as well. There we go. And this is also why you'll see why I put the kind of that, whoop, that like hazard line stuff along the front, because then it lines up with these guys here in the on the back, right? So if we put it that way, then they all nicely line up. I think that's correct. Let's see how much stuff we still have. So let's weld that up. Yeah, see now these lines here line up along the top. Even though we're not even really going to be able to see it in the end, you know, that's how I roll. And let's get this here. Oh, I'm out of stuff. Now I could be using my, jumped right over it, my welder bit, and I probably should be, but sometimes it's fun to just do it that way. So let's grab some more of these. I need the girders, I think. That's what I'm missing. So let's grab a few more of those. Some more of these, some more of these. I think we're good for building the rest of this, maybe. Let's up these. And this guy. Oop. Yep. And this guy. There we go. So now we've got the starting of our little hut going on here. You'll notice over here too, I put this guy on the other side because obviously I wanted this to be over here. So that's over there. It's the only one that's like that. But hey, unless I pointed it out, you probably wouldn't even notice. So we'll put our little hut together like this. And we'll have that in there. And we'll have that over there. So let's see. What do we need to finish this off? Nothing. We've got it all. So we'll make our nice plant here. So that people that come in for medical attention, right, they have some nice plants. And then we're going to need a bunch of stuff for this. So we need more interior, metal, large display, computer. Interior. So we need some of these. Need some of these. I don't remember. Probably don't need these anymore. So let's grab some more of these. Probably need way less than that. But we're close. So we go, bro. Oh, I need interior plates, but it, okay, so now display, computer, and interior. Let's go grab those. Like so. So we don't need these anymore or these anymore. Display, so computers, displays, and interiors. And then just need 15 medical components, and those things are heavy. I think if I'm empty, I can bring them all over. That's why I didn't even bother. Medical components are huge. But it's nice actually being so close to a cargo bay. I like putting them around everywhere. Do we even have medical components? Oh, I have exactly 15 medical components. I guess I could always have ground down the other one. There we go. So now we've got a new medical bay here, which we can charge up on since we're here. But yeah, so this is going to be where we move this to. And we're not done with this. Don't worry. This is looking kind of funny right now with no roof. So we're going to put a little roof on this. And this is going to be kind of like the theme for this room and maybe some other rooms. We're going to follow this basic theme. So let's put... where is it here? I want to put this nice kind of inverted door on this. Oh, I need girders. Of course I need girders. Oh, I have nothing, I think, right? So what do we need for this? Girder, construction, bullet, computer. And how much of everything? Very little. So girder, construction is... Okay, so... Girder, construction, computers. Oh, we need bulletproof, not... Where's the bulletproof glass? Bulletproof! Right there. Interior. And we've already got the display, so let's grab some of those. Okay. Oh, I didn't get to put it down, I don't think. So let's put that right there. Put a nice door on this. So it's going to be a nice entranceway. Dum-ta-dum. And the next thing that we're going to do is put on a glass ceiling. So I'm following that basic idea from there, right? So we're going to do the same thing over here. And I think this is going to start to look pretty cool in here with like little huts like that everywhere. So let's pull out this. And now the basic way that this is going to work is I want to put the... So I think I have everything I need in my hotbar here. So we want to put... these guys like that. And I want to just make sure that this is, before I put them all down, that they're looking the right way. So girders and bulletproof is all we're going to need for this stuff. So let's get rid of everything else. and grab a bunch of bulletproof and girders. There. Just to get going on this. Now if I just build up a couple of these, we'll make sure that the siding is right, yeah? So it's the dark one on the outside, yeah. So when you're inside, you can see out, and when you're outside, it's harder to see in. So we got the privacy going on, right? So all right, so let's go back to here, and let's put all of these ones down, since we know that they're the correct ones. I'm gonna put them around the outside, like that. And over there. Oh, come on. Like this. What? Wonder why it doesn't like that. Okay, we'll come back to you. Oh, do I just have this? I do. Okay. Just have it on funny. Yep, it will work. It will work. Have no fear. Oh, we want one in the middle there too. Okay. There we go. And then I guess we can just do those up. Like so. It's gonna have a cool looking ceiling because it's kind of it's not a perfect shaped room, right? But it's kind of got this neat look to it. So now on the edges here, we're gonna use these, oh, no, I had the right one. We're gonna use these, I think it's these guys. Like one of those go there and one of them go there. And if we weld those up just to make sure that they're facing the right way, yep. Oh, and I'm out of girders now. So I need girders and bulletproof. And I whack right into the pipe. Oh, come on. Alright, so we got lots of girders, so let's grab more of the bulletproof glass. And I'm having a hard time finding it again, so let's just load up on that one. This looks like we need more of it. So that one's on the right way. So let's go back to, I think it was this guy. So he goes in there. And in over here. Oh, had that right. There we go. And then we got those ones over there. So now we need to do is put one on here. So I've got the inverted one, I think. Yeah, so it's the same thing, but inverted, because then it has the right side facing out. Yeah, there we go. So there, that's going around the side like that. And then we get this one. There we go. Was there a missed one over here? Yep. Come on. Oh, it didn't put it in. I just assumed it was there. So that's the normal one, not the inverted one. Like so. See, I'm actually, believe it or not, guys, look at that. See, it's getting easier for me to rotate things. Now on the top, we have to do a bit of fanciness here as well. So if we bring up our glass again, if I take the big guy, I believe it's this one here. So this is hard to see. And where is that? Bottom, so top. That should be top, that should be top. And these should be facing the right way. Nope, so it was the inverted ones. Oops, and this is why we check. Oops. See, that's what we don't want. We don't want it to be easy to see in from the outside. So let's use this inverted one then instead. Oh yeah, and you can sort of pick it out. I've noticed too, right? If you're looking at it, it's like a little bit darker, but if you're not paying attention, it's really easy to screw it up and then have it all wrong when you start welding up, which is annoying. All right, so now, boop-a-doo-boop-boop, let's put, I think it is an inverted one for this as well. Yeah, that looks right. And then we also need to put the inverted one of these. No, not the inverted one here. It's the non-inverted one because we're actually on the outside, right? Oh, but it's this guy. It's the side panel. Boop. There we go. Now, hopefully that is the correct way. Let's find out. Yeah. There we go. So now, like, I thought this looks really neat. I like how this looks. That's a little funny. That's sticking out the top, but I don't think there's much we can do about that, right? Because we got the blocks on the inside here already taking up space. So that'll have to do. Just pretend it's like a, I don't know, architectural feature. But yeah, so we have this little room here now. And we have, when you walk in here, you've got your medical station that you can, and this is where I'll spawn in from now on, right? Like nice little room in here. Looks good. I got a plant. Got some nice looking walls. We can do some coloring too. I don't know, like it's been very gray and dark on a lot of these things. It kind of fits the industrial feel, right? But I think that looks kind of cool. Now we need to put a finishing touch on this building. So if we go, let's do some, oh darn it. Hate it when that happens. Flip through here. Yeah, we don't have room for that. So let's just go, I think it was these ones, the medbay sign, and then the, there was a medbay sign, and another one. Bridge briefing. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong ones here. These are different sizes. These ones are actually really cool too, but they're just really huge. Like, I wanted to use this, but it won't let me put it up there. You need steel plates. Even if I have steel plates, I don't think it'll let me put it up there. Okay. Steel plates. So, like you see here, it'll let me put it right on the front, but we don't want to walk through that. But if I won't let me put it up there, which really stinks. So if you guys know how I can like get it there, I tried putting some blocks on the bottom when I did a bit of this in creative, just trying to plan it out. But I would love it to be like that along the top, but it won't let me. So what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna use this medbay sign and medbay sign. Let's go down. There was another one in these signs here. Bridge cargo crew. That was hospital. There it is. So say like we put like a hospital sign here and the medbay sign here. And what do these take? Just steel plates. Awesome. There we go. There we go. And these walls like are cool too, right? Because they have like the wires coming up, so it looks like the wires are kind of going into the sign. I don't know. There we go. So we can go in here. We have our nice little med bay room, and we can close up shop. And it's a nice little room that fits fairly cozily on the side here, and it doesn't take away from the open look that I was going for, right? Like I was working in my head for a while trying to figure out how would I build something in this room because it's so huge, and I've got an idea for over here too, don't worry. But make these little rooms, right, that can contain things and have little shacks almost throughout the base, where so we've got that kind of going, that feature in there where it looks like it's kind of like walled right into the corner, right, of the cave, but we're still keeping that look of being part of the cave. And so this here works as well. We got this little medbay shack, and I like it. So now we've got that there. The finishing touches to make that complete, let's just put this all away, would be we can take this one down. Poof. Oh. Too much stuff. Let's put it all away. And pick up the leftovers. Gotcha. More than I can carry for a whole med bay. So now this room is getting really cleaned out. The only thing left to do is this guy here. Get rid of the cargo container and put them up all over here. And then once that's done, this room will be completely empty and ready for refurbishing. So we'll do that in the next episode over there. And yeah, so also Raptor, VRTX Raptor was telling me that the reason that I was getting no power over here, and this is so obvious now that, that once I've been told it, right? But if I put a light down here, I need construction components. Of course I need construction components. You always need construction components. But the only reason that I couldn't get power over there was because it's actually not part of my base's grid. So it's not connected to all of my power sources. So let's just grab some of those. Right? And so there is actually no power over here. With proof by light. No light, right? No power. And the reason for it is because of the way that I've done these things. So what I'll do off camera and fix this up is basically see what I've got over here. This will work because I don't think that it helps that the stairs actually touch like this onto a full block. That didn't seem to help in my testing. But when I added this piece here to the bottom of this piece here on both sides, I got power. So I'm going to do the same thing here where I'm going to cut out this, pull it back a bit so it's got that same look as this does here on either side. And then we'll be able to keep the look of this room without doing something crazy. And this will be part of my main base grid as well, and the power will be here because there's plans for this Haiku platform as well in the future. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed and you like the new medical station. Let's make it all nice and pretty. There we go. Nice new medical station in hospital and our new spawn bay. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode.